Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. That's what I like to
Welcome
hear.
back.
You know what I'm
Welcome
saying?
back. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah. Look at that.
Hey, matter of fact, tomorrow, TM101, 20 years old. I'm there.
Gotta
I'll
chop it
be
up on that
here.
one.
Okay. Because I'll be here. And we're gonna talk about that one in a realer way. But man, you already know what the vibe is. You know what the energy has always been. Bring the rolling papers because I got the smoke. Cause you know what I'm saying. Hey, but made in the 1980s. It's Camp from the Porch show. You dig? And man, listen, I am doing my best. I'm doing my damnedest, if you will, to give you some of the premier hip hop conversation about the music. I'm the music show that talks music 24/7. That's just what I do. And I do what I do. And I hope you're doing what you're doing out there. And it's going well for you. You understand what I'm saying? And today, we will be talking about an album that I feel is not only in the top 100 albums
Mm,
that you absolutely need if you call yourself a rap fan. I
mm.
don't care who your favorite artist is, what coast you were born, raised, or moved to. If you don't have this album in your collection, I don't consider you a hip hop fan or a real rap fan. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get to that. But man, it's been a hell of a weekend.
Man.
Um, it's just for loss. And the one I want to start off with because man, it was such a shock to my system. Rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Um, most popularly known as Theo, from the Cosby Show.
Yes.
He was also Malcolm and Eddie. He was on that episode of The Fresh Prince where he played the lawyer that didn't wear his glasses. And that's why he lost the case.
Mhm.
Man, just you know what?
Wait, we hold on, cuz not to interrupt, but we gotta give him one more slash.
For sure, let's do it.
He was America's brother, yo.
Man, come on, dog. You
Come
dig what
on,
I'm
man.
saying?
Gordon Cardrell.
Yes, come on. You know what I'm saying? Uh, man, for me, as a child, one of my favorite shows growing up was The Cosby Show. And I
Mm.
know it's 2025, and I guess we're not supposed to say that, but I live in this world, Mafi, where Heathcliff Huxtable never did nothing to me.
Right.
But William H. Cosby might be a piece of shit human being. And it ain't nothing I can do about that.
Right. That's out
It
of our
ain't nothing I
hands.
can do about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was 6. Like, what you want me to do? You know what I mean? So when and one of the reasons why I will always and forever just big up the Cosby Show and everything that it represented and stood for is because of people like Malcolm Jamal Warner. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? Like that was his big break at 14 years old. And he had been famous for the next 40 years
Damn.
because he unfortunately passed at the age of 54 of drowning while on taking a swim while on vacation with his family. And man, does that hit
That's
hard.
so hurtful, man. With his daughter and shit. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So I know for me, I'm not gonna deep dive too much. Like I don't have like, oh, my favorite Cosby episode. I don't I For the people that can watch sitcoms and know their absolute favorite episode, I commend y'all because I just be like, that season was fire. I don't be knowing like a lot of the major episodes, but I will say that watching Theo Huxtable grow up
Mm.
and looking at the transition of him of being like somewhat of an impressionable, troublesome kid to somebody that's just trying to make it and trying to figure it out, having dyslexia but still goes to college, being an educator, you know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
stop right there. What you mean by that?
So I don't know if you remember, right? Once Theo was in high school, I want to say he was like junior high school, they were trying to figure out basically why he was just not doing well in school.
Are we talking about Theo or Malcolm Jamal Warner?
No, Theo
Okay,
Huxtable.
got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. And so I forgot the teacher that came to his house or whatever, and they doing this whole episode, and in it they were like, well, no, Theo's fine, he's smart, he's just dyslexic, he has dyslexia. And they were like, what? Like, what does that even mean? It's like, well, that's when you see the words in there backwards. So instead of seeing fired, you see fried or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then once that was unlocked, boy, did like just his progression of just life just take over. All of a sudden, NYU wasn't difficult at all. And like he just started excelling in life. And I was like, wow, that's a dope story. Because the whole time you've been watching the Cosby Show, if you've watched him growing up for the last 5 or 6 years, you're just thinking like, oh man, he's just some kid that's not applying himself. He's not trying, he's not this or not that. But
Right.
in actuality, once they learned what his issue was, his learning disability was, or a learning mishap was,
Learning curve.
yes, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden the game changes for him. And that was awesome. And it's just it it's just a reminder of, you know, for me, I'll say it like this. It's a reminder of no matter how much people towards the late 90s, early 2000s wanted so bad for the Cosby Show not to represent the average Black American family or the average Black American people. Boy, if you look at those episodes now and you look at everything that is being marketed to us, being pushed to us, being just expressed about us, a lot of it is happening on those seasons of the Cosby Show.
Mm.
And the only thing that's different potentially is just the class that you're in versus the class that they were in during those times.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner, man. That was so sad. And one thing
Right.
I liked about him, man, when Bill Cosby was going through that stuff, he was he was asked to do interviews and stuff like that. He always kept his integrity and always still represented for Bill Cosby. He could have went in, but he didn't. And another thing, when I'm doing these interviews for Vlad TV, a lot of these interviews come out of my brain. Just me thinking like, yo, what would I want? What would I want to watch as a fan of the show?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yo, I want to see a Malcolm Jamal Warner interview. So I hit
Mm.
up his mom, Pam. I hit her up and we talked for months.
Wow.
She's like, he's going to do it, Mafia. I'm like, yes, yes. And at the last minute, she's like, you know what? Malcolm's going to politely pass on this interview. I'm like, no, I wish we
Mm.
would have got there, but I tried. I tried.
Yeah. Was there any special reason of why he did or didn't? Like, was it travel? Was it just scheduling conflict?
No, she was just so nice. It was just a polite pass.
Yeah.
They didn't say. I never asked why. But I really wish we would have got the life story of Malcolm Jamal Warner on Vlad TV. But me thinking that would have been a really dope interview.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Hey, can I say something real quick before we get into the music?
For sure. Absolutely.
Because I think it's
Let's do it.
important. Because before you called, I was making a video about this on TikTok because this is an ongoing thing right now.
Okay.
We lost Malcolm Jamal Warner, but we also lost somebody else today.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So we lost Hulk Hogan, right?
Yeah, man.
Now, me knowing my cuz, if you know Cam, you have to know he's a huge wrestling fan. I would hate to get into a fight with you. You got to know all the wrestling moves, dog. All of them. Hulkman, your leg drop. I bet you know all. I would hate to get into it with this big, tall dude that grew up on wrestling like Cam did, right? So I know you had to feel it when Hulk Hogan died. But this is the thing that's going on today.
Yeah.
I didn't know so many people hated Hulk Hogan, and they're celebrating his death like they did Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, man.
They're literally celebrating this man's. I'm making a video on about how shocking that is right now.
Yeah. No.
What
Hey,
are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, hey man, I'm glad you said it. And matter of fact, as I do that real quick, shout out to my man, girl, dad, dividend investor. What up, my brother? Yes, the double dose of Camp from the Port today. We already did the mini episode for the First Black Champ podcast, actually reacting to some of the Hulk Hogan news, whatever. But we got the full show coming up on Sunday. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. Hey, but hey, yeah, hey, no, never leg dropping my cuz, no. But I definitely have a belly to back suplex a couple niggas in my day. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Two things are shocking. One is that the celebration of death. Hey, listen here, man. I want to say this, and this ain't even as a wrestling fan right now. This is just as a human. As a human, dog, I ain't gonna front. I'm one of the few people I can point to some people I hate. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't supposed to. That's not in God's way. But it's a couple mugs out here. Yeah, I hate y'all. And it's up when I see you. I'm going to get the assault charge. I'm not getting self-defense. I will run up on one of y'all. I'm smacking the shit out of one of you. I'm choking the fuck out you. I'm doing something. That's how I give it up. If it's that serious. But that's because I know you right. But that's because I know you in real life.
Right.
Me personally, cuz I've never been so angry at a celebrity or a public figure that don't even know I exist. They don't even know I'm alive. And I'm mad. And then I'm happy that they've passed away. That ain't
crazy.
Yeah, that's not on my jacket. I'm
dark.
not. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, it's, to me personally, it's super weirdo energy. And just to be human about it, I said, wait, I just heard the comment. This is hilarious. Hold on, we got my girl said earlier in the wrestling chat, guess he wasn't immortal. Hell,
wow. See what I'm saying?
Hey, listen,
sinister.
Right? Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. That's funny.
Niggas hate Hulk Hogan like that.
Yeah. So okay. So, cuz let's do the knowledge real quick. Let's do the knowledge. Literally today, like 10 years ago today, in 2015, the audio leaked of Hulk Hogan to, using the N-word super crazy recklessly in a conversation in regards,
recklessly.
you know what I'm saying? Super crazy recklessly in regards to his daughter Brooke Hogan dating a black dude. And I ain't gonna lie, because I grew up a certain way. I got it, but it was messed up. Because at first, and I ain't even gonna cap, because honestly, to me, on the first time I listened to it, I thought it was a joke. I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was some Jerky Boys type stuff. I thought that's really what it was. I ain't gonna lie. So, but when he was like, yo, I just don't want her dating some, like, what he say, like, some like dirty nigger, or like just some like lower class nigger, like get like a NBA nigger or an NFL nigger. Like, basically, if you're gonna date black guys or you're gonna let them run through you and stretch y'all out, then just make sure he like Michael Jordan, then, basically, or you know what I'm saying, or Allen, not probably not Allen Iverson.
Basically, please don't let it be Kodak Black. I mean, Kodak Black got a little money, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
But it's Kodak
I guess
Black still. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I ain't even gonna cap. In my mind, I was like, but this black men telling their daughters that. So what's so wrong? Oh, he's saying the N-word. Okay. I got you. I was like, I got you. Okay. And then what was so bad about it is that he doubled down on it and didn't want to apologize. Like, just on some, yeah, no, I said that shit. It's whatever, guys. What you want to do?
Fight me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then, and at the time in the WWE, there was a tag team called the New Day. They were a trio, but they were a tag team as well. They were the champs, and they're now they're one of the greatest tag teams of all time. And they're like the hottest dudes in the company right now. It's 3 black dudes too. And they stood on business. They wanted to see Hogan. They wanted to chop it up with him, talk to him, because hey, they wrestling fans. They had a respect and revered dude as well. And then at first he didn't even want to talk to them. So then when people hear that, so now you got the racist rant. You ain't apologized for it. Then you when it comes to talking to the top black stars, the ones who run the game right now, that you paved the way for, though, we can't ever, you know what I'm saying, discount that. And then you don't want to talk to them. And then, of course, it's the internet, IWC, the internet wrestling community. They get out there and they get wind of this. So now the word spreads like wildfire. And it's like, yo, no. So now, and it's been F Hulk Hogan ever since. And that ain't even the only thing that he did, right? So there's also this joint where Hulk Hogan banged out one of his homies' wife on camera.
Damn.
I think tried to extort dude. lied about it, and I think he went and sued and said Terry Bollea, which is his government name, and Hulk Hogan are two different people.
Oh wow!
And yeah, hey, he was on some wild, nasty work. Cause I don't even want to keep misquoting the story, but if it's sounding crazy, because it really is crazy, what has happened, especially over the last 10 years, and really even earlier than that, you can probably go back to 2007, 2008. While Hulk Hogan is undoubtedly one of the greatest wrestling superstars ever. He literally is the reason why wrestling looks the way it does today.
Mm-hmm.
You can't discount the fact also, though, that Terry Bollea, the guy portraying Hulk Hogan, is probably one of the biggest piece of shit human beings we've ever came across in our life.
Damn.
And that is the conundrum that people are in.
Right.
But what I've been noticing more than anything is that the wrestling fans, they speak in their opinion, or they not really giving the opinion, they acknowledging that he's gone, but it's the people that don't even watch wrestling that's be like, yo, F Hulk Hogan, this F Hulk Hogan to the world blow up, nigga. Like you ain't, you know what I'm saying?
What
like,
I'm on, though, cuz.
What up, Manda?
I'm not trying to be controversial, whatever. This might be frowned upon, what I'm about to say, but you know me, man. Who gives a fuck, right?
Yeah, come on, dog. You know what this is.
I'm kind of on like the same thing with Donald Sterling. Remember that whole Donald Sterling situation when he was talking about Magic Johnson and niggas and all that type of stuff?
Yeah.
Me personally, I didn't give a fuck about it. As a black man, it didn't bother me at all. I'm gonna tell you why. Nigga, whatever you say in the privacy of your own home, that's you. Can you imagine if everything you were saying in your home was recorded for the world to judge? It's like, yeah, man, maybe they're racist. All right, cool. But it was a private conversation. And it's like, who are we to judge a private conversation, man? Okay, your mom, my cousin, Niecy.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Niecy, everything she said was recorded, and now the world has to judge her for it, but she didn't know she was being recorded. Yeah. I'm not gonna judge her for what she was saying in a private conversation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging Hulk Hogan for what he said in a private conversation. I'm not judging Donald Sterling for what he said in the private. It was private. If they come out in public and just saying it like that, to me that's different. I know people like, but they still racist. Yeah, but it was sneakily recorded and put out to the world, man. That's how I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Hey, look, hey, like my man just said, hey, this is what he was in court. Hulk Hogan had sex with Bubba's wife. Terry Bollea did not.
That's hilarious.
He was like, and I'm on trial as Terry Bollea. I didn't do this. Hulk Hogan.
I gotta look that up. I gotta look that one up.
Yo, you a monster for saying
that. And then they was mad about the Kamala thing. What are you talking about? Like body slamming her or doing something to her?
Oh yeah,
during the Trump rally.
So yeah, but real quick, because I don't want to miss this point about Donald Sterling. Hey, listen. The thing about Donald Sterling is this, and I can't even lie to you. Because my wife and I we debate this too, and it'd be super funny. Because I think Magic Johnson still get hoes. And I was like, he probably turning down more box because he's still a billionaire, right?
Oh, come on, man. Yeah.
Dog, if I'm out, you know what I'm saying, on my 1-2, or I'm in the club, I'm in the crib shaking ass. I got the powder for the white chicks coming over or whatever because they want to party and kick it. And then you start telling me how you were just kicking it with Magic Johnson. I'm like, wait, hold up. You kicking it with Magic Johnson? HIV Magic Johnson? Respectfully? Like, no, hold on. Whoa. I was planning on going raw tonight. What are you talking about? Like, yo, we can't just do that. So
right.
I get it on both ends. And you know, but oh wait, pause. That's crazy. But I'm
crazy.
Yeah, that was wild. That's my bad. I'm just because I'm spitballing here. We just thinking, but I was like, yeah, the language be off, but some of this stuff it's universal.
Like understandable, like
it's just like the memes that go around. And this is not me talking about somebody's children at all, because I'm not on that type of time. But those, like, I don't want it to ever be a situation where Dwayne Wade's child is dating somebody, and under false pretenses, they think they're a naturally born woman. And people are already making jokes about that. But I think the reaction is going to be the same whether you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. I also think that if you out on your 1-2, if you and Magic Johnson are Eskimo brothers and you find out on the slide or you find out on the random, I think the N-word gonna be tossed out. I just do. I'm like, yo, you banging out the nigga with HIV? Like, that's just kind of something that's gonna happen. Now, that ain't making it right or wrong, because just like you said, hey, I didn't know that this was under surveillance, bro. We having the conversation in the crib. We about to go upstairs. What you talking about?
Right.
So it's a nasty game of extortion on both ends, and I think a lot of people are also in that extortion game heavy, cause like, to be real, I think a lot of this stuff get played. I think people really don't be sexist, don't be misogynist, don't be racist. But if you ask the right question and you implement the right situation and then you hit record at the right time,
I've gone through that.
somebody.
I'm not even rich and famous, but I've gone through the whole extortion. Girls want to extort me for shit. It's like that shit don't feel good at all. It make you not want to say stuff around people. It just make you just kind of go into a shell, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah.
And, man, LB, what up, cuz? And yes, okay, so now on Kamala Harris. So here's the thing. So now that this was literally, I guess, and figuratively, the final nail in the coffin. my man Terry Hulk Hogan Malaya showed up to the Trump rally on complete bull. He said
he did though.
He called Donald Trump his hero. Said that he was gonna body slam and suplex Kamala Harris, because like, Kamala the wrestler too, right? So there's that. So not only do now, by the time we get to the RNC, not only do we think you a racist and you dirty Mac on your homies wives, and you be trying to extort people, and you stop the union from coming into wrestling, and you don't want to talk to the top black wrestlers to kind of resolve your situation, but now you want to beat up black women. Like, it just got worse.
That's kind of crazy.
It just keep getting worse. Yeah. It was like, and this is the run that he's on the podium with. Like, now look, in hindsight, look what Hulk Hogan caused with the presidency right now. Like, look what he caused. like this fool is out here. Donald Trump don't give a fuck. He out here doing whatever he wants. He deporting Americans.
I just like to think of Hulk Hogan from the Rocky movie, man, and from my childhood, man. And Hulkamania it's heartbreaking, man. I get it. Since you put it like that, I see why people are upset. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
but see, that's where I'm torn. And you know what? And we can do this in music too with old Robert Sylvester, right? We can do this with him as well, about separating what people contributed as far as their art and entertainment versus the actual person. And I know for some people it is difficult, because, hey, look, I got some people on both sides of the fence on the R. Kelly situation, because some people know the girls and some people just watch the tapes. Right. And your perspective is literally based on that, in a lot of respects. But for me personally, and this is everybody, and this is anybody, most of you entertainers don't trigger me that much. I've only cried when a handful of celebrities died. I think the last one was Prodigy of Mobb Deep, because he's like my third favorite rapper ever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, there's not too many people that I guess pull at my heartstrings like this. But at the same time, though, I think people just trying to match hate with hate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think it's I think the other thing that's kind of cool to do nowadays, and I mean cool sarcastically as hell, is I think the cool thing is like, yeah, but nigga, you dead. You know what I'm saying? Or like
that's so garbage, man.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just that, oh yeah, no, ha 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 ha. You know, it's like the Kevin Samuels thing. Oh, I guess you died alone. Nah, like it's like, whoa, like
Nigga,
hold
I
on.
just watched a video with this dude. He had been 20 years old. He got dressed like, yeah, nigga. Smoking on this Huckmania pack, nigga. I said, what?
yeah,
Like, fuck Hulk Hogan,
yeah,
nigga.
yo,
I'm smoking this nigga
hey,
all day, Joe.
you know what I'm
Wow.
saying? It's just, hey,
The
and
dis-
that's just not in my ministry, cuz
wow.
it's just not. I can't do it. And we're gonna get into it more on the detail. We're gonna detail it more. First Black Champ podcast. Y'all make sure to check it out on Sunday morning. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be on deck doing the damn. But hey man, it's time to talk about this music. We had to
Let's
do a
do it.
hard pivot because hey, look, oh, you know what? Hey, rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne too. And I
Oh,
know
definitely, man.
he's supposed to be racist, but hey man, listen to Black Sabbath though.
Hey,
I'm
man.
sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry.
hey man, they was groundbreaking on what they did on was that MTV?
Yeah,
The
the
Osbourne
Osbourne's
show.
reality show. Yeah.
Hey man, you know what? I'm not really into the dark shit. It's like, damn, Ozzy lived his whole life on the dark. Was he like
Yeah.
with the devil or demonic type? What was that, an act or what was that?
It was literally like on some act type stuff. Like it's
Okay.
you're talking about taking theater of the mind to a different galaxy. But there was gross stuff happening at some of those concerts. Like I remember,
With the
I
bat.
forgot who this was. Somebody told me they went to a Black Sabbath concert, I want to say, and they had a chalice going around. This is so nasty. I'm not even be able to talk.
Damn.
Let me. I'm gonna say it real fast, and I'm not, so I can just get it out of my mind. They said a chalice got passed around, everybody spitting it, and then they
Oh,
drank it
yeah.
on yuck, yuck.
Yeah.
So,
Got
but
it.
man, hey, but listen though, that
Yeah.
hey, that's fire
Yeah.
though. I can't front.
Yeah, that is hard. That's hard.
Hey, look, Black Sabbath, they got I mean, if you're a musician or you're into instrumentation, production, all of that, like I ain't gonna lie, they got some heat. They got some heat. Again, Ozzy Osbourne, another person. Hey, I know they from overseas and all that, and they feel a way about Black people in general. I don't know, cuz I'm not here caping for racist or racism. I'm not doing that, but I hope my tone is coming across for the ignorant and uneducated as like, man, I don't even like what you want me to do because now they ain't here. Like, what you want me to do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I never met Ozzy Osbourne in real life, never met Hulk Hogan in real life. And if I felt they were racist like that and it offended me, I would have did something. But I'm the flip side is I'm not on Twitter, I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on Instagram going in and talking about what I would have did or what they deserve now that they did. Like, who am I? I'm not Jesus, Mary, Joseph, or Moses, bro. What do you want me to do?
Right.
You know, they're not here.
Hey
That's it.
man, rest in peace to those guys, man. It's been a rough
Yeah.
week.
You know what I'm saying? Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, Terry Bollea, aka Hulk Hogan. Hey man, death comes in threes. That's what I got.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I mean, and because I don't want people to get a post of mine confused from earlier in the week, man. Rest in peace, Latrice Newton, man. That was
Oh,
heartbreaking. That was
100%. Rest
super
in peace,
heartbreaking.
peace, man.
We were in the I remember just fifth period lunch, hanging out with her, making her laugh, and us having busting crazy jokes all the time, man. Latrice was great. She was a great person.
Very nice girl, man.
Yes, man. It breaks my heart to see some of the posts and what they represent. And I can tell that in the way that I was responding to everything that I was seeing, a couple people might have took it a different way, but I mean that's life, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying, and then you take it how you perceive it, and we could both be right or wrong, you know.
Right.
But man, but definitely condolences. Um rest in peace to Latrice. And man, just praying for her real friends and true family as always.
Right.
Man, okay, we got a hard stop. We got to get to this because my man, I don't know, my man, Polo San Antonio 210, Bone Thugs fam, let's go. Let's get it.
It's gonna be a good one.
You know what I'm saying? We about a half hour in, but man, listen, we gonna slow walk the dog, but we gonna make this entertaining as hell, bro. It's time to talk Bone Thugs and Harmony, because I got a series of questions, I got stories, I got things that I want to talk about. So if you could please just take this journey with me
100%.
as
Great
we
topic.
celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Bone Thugs and Harmony, East 1990, Eternal. It's their second release, but creeping on the come up. And because y'all, I need y'all to know who I am out here.
Oh wow.
I still got the CD. This is actually
1994.
You know what I'm saying? This is an EP. This is an EP. This is not a full-length album. But this right here, though, is though. You dig what I'm saying? Listen, I want to tell you, look, and this ain't got no new receipt, and I bought this in 1995.
95, yeah.
And you got to know, and I'm going to explain to you on the track list why you know when I bought this versus when you might have got yours. Respectfully. You dig
That's the original one, right?
Absolutely. And we'll talk about what makes it the original one too, cuz for sure. Matter of fact, let's read this. I'm interested in this here. My man said, did you know Crazy Bone used more than half of the verse of Strictly From My Grind onto the Notorious Thug song? Pretty much recycled. Strictly From My Grind sounded better. I actually did not know that. I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't believe either I'm having a memory lapse or I just don't remember that song at all. But I appreciate that that information, man.
It's dope. I didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying? You in the right spot. See, music facts, music conversation. That's what we're here for, dog.
I got Bone stories.
So listen here. We're gonna go back to March 26, 1995. Because do you know the significance of the date March 26 of 1995?
I'm sorry, you went out. Say the last part again.
Oh, do you know the significance of the date March 26, 1995?
The significance of March 26, 95. I don't. I mean, I know what I was doing that day, but I don't know the significance of it.
Okay, awesome. It's all good because on March 26, 1995, Eazy-E officially had succumbed and died of AIDS.
Oh wow!
And during that time, obviously the world in a shockwave because if y'all MTV News years old, Kurt Loder years old, you know for a fact that it seemed like in a matter of weeks, they were like, oh, Eazy-E is sick and he's in the hospital. And then they were like, Eazy-E has AIDS. And then Eazy-E has died of AIDS. It looked like as slow as news traveled during the 90s, the mid to late 90s. And to get that information, it was like, damn, it was almost like it happened like a week. It was so fast to me when I was a child. And so I'm like 14 when this album is coming out. So Eazy-E's died of AIDS, and one of his latest acquisitions is preparing their second release, but their first official full-length album, and it's 6 months away. It's less than 6 months away. I'm sorry, because we're in July. So from March to July, Eazy-E dies of AIDS. March 26. East 1990 Eternal drops July 25th of 1995. So we are literally on the runway, and Bone Thugs and Harmony, along with another group called At Band Clan, were kind of left in limbo. Because I got one more question for you. Do you know who the At Band Clan is?
You know what? I should know, but I can't front. I have no idea who that is. Were they signed to Eazy?
Yes, they were probably the last actual group that was signed to Ruthless Records through Eazy-E. They were that their years active were as a group where they were 92 to 95. And man, two of those members, you know, it was a dude on their name Will One Time. He was on there, and there's also a dude called Apple D App, you know. And after Eazy's passing, these two would leave their 4-man group that they were a part of.
I think I know what you're going to say. Is that Will.i.am?
Absolutely. They become the Black Eyed Peas. They go find Estero, and I forget my other man's name, and I apologize. But yes, but the At Band Clan becomes the Black Eyed Peas. and then they dropped Joints and Jams in '96. So
I didn't know that.
there, yeah, crazy,
That's
crazy.
dope.
So as we're into this, right? I don't know about you, cuz, but even as I was sitting registering that Eazy-E has died, the world and the information of that in my world, people were really concerned. Like, yo, what's about to happen to Bone Thugs and Harmony? Oh man, I love Creepin on the come up. Like, what's about to happen with them? Is their album ever gonna come out now, or is it gonna be like, it was like such a fever pitch around everything that was gonna happen with Bone, because I don't know where everybody else out there is from, but I'm from Freeport, Illinois. And what I remember in 1994 when Creepin on the Come Up dropped and For the Love of Money and Thuggish Ruggish Bone is that you couldn't find a kickback, a house party, a car, or a school hallway that somebody wasn't quoting the Bone song in 1994 into 1995.
Correct. I was there.
You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're from the Bone versus Wu-Tang era. And Bone won every single time. like this is literally what we come from. It was like Return of the 36 Chambers versus Creepin on the Come Up. And even though it's like 8 less songs
right.
And there's so many different hits, even though Method Man is on one group, but everybody feels a way about Bone Thugs and Harmony and Tasha, that it was just a landslide every time that Bone Thugs and Harmony in the Midwest. And even though, you know what, even with everything that they were saying, I didn't even register that they were like Ohio, Cleveland. I didn't register any of that being in the
Midwest.
What?
Let me chime in right there.
Yeah.
When they first came out, let's go a year before 95, 94. Yeah. That was around the time when I was leaving Memphis, Tennessee. For people that don't know, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah. So I'm from the 3-6 Mafia. Well, it was 666 Mafia, but I'm from that whole area. You know what I'm saying? And when we rap, we always, a lot of Memphis people, we rap fast. That was just our thing. Yeah. I'd never heard of Bone Thugs and Harmony. I remember one day on the radio, we on our way to Freeport. It's like kind of like a bump it or dump it thing. Like, yo, Eazy-E got a new group. They're called Bone Thugs and Harmony, and they played it, and I'm hearing them for the first time in my life, and they were tongue twisting. I was like, oh, these niggas from Memphis. This is dope. Oh shit. Wow. Not even from Memphis. Come to find out they're from Cleveland. Yeah. So when I moved to Freeport, I'm already doing my rapping thing. They're like, yo, you sound like Bone. They used to call me Bone. Like, Bone. How do I sound like Bone? I've already had developed my style. I already had my style. Yeah. You sound like Bone. Bro, I found out they from Cleveland, and then it became like a thing, man. Like, yo, why are they taking our style? That's what I was thinking. I don't know. Why are they taking this tongue twisting style that was like sacred in Memphis? Is what I thought. That's all I know. All I know is Memphis rappers. Mm-hmm. Why are they taking this style and now they taking like the demonic, the Ouija board thing, which 666 Mafia made famous? And I'm like, why are they? Who is these niggas? So I felt a certain way about them at first, but then I couldn't deny how awesome they sound when they started harmonized. I'm like, yo, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But that was my whole thing with Bone Thugs and Harmony and shit.
Listen, this is why I asked you to be on this episode. So thank you for doing exactly what I wanted and needed you to do without me even telling you to do it. That's what I love about this. I knew that was going to tie in, and that's why I love to start these album anniversaries with just origin story of who we were, where we were, and what was happening in that space as that's happening.
Right.
Because I'm like the one thing I noticed about Bone just off top is that because when I was actually very disappointed at Creepin on the Come Up, and I was disappointed because the video versions of the songs sounded better than some of the versions on the actual EP.
Oh damn!
Because even like For the Love of Money, the Rhapsody version is way better because they flip in the harmonies. Like you know what I'm saying? Like because when Lazy Bone the album, he was like, I'm giving up love to the hustlers, all them St. Clair thugs is making that money, stand on your feet. But when you get to the video, I'm giving up love to the hustlers, all them St. Clair thugs is making that money, stand on your feet. And you better believe, you know, I was like, oh, okay, he going crazy.
He put that thing on, he put that twang on it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're like the barge or somebody on these niggas. Okay, I feel
right. It was hard.
Yeah, super. And so I was like, dang, I was like, okay, but I can't lie. I was worried, I was concerned. Like, now granted, they're not my favorite group. And I'm not going to say that they were by any stretch during that time, but um what I definitely remembered was like, dang, I do want to know what's about to happen with this group. Because to my knowledge, my young brain, nobody's died of AIDS before that I know.
It was shocking.
And then now keep in mind too, though, here's a little pop culture for y'all that, I mean, we were there, so we can tell you a little differently. But remember, Magic Johnson was diagnosed with HIV in 1991. But by 95, he's still alive. I don't know what AIDS is and how it works anymore now, because hold on, y'all just told me Eazy-E might have HIV or he's sick or whatever. Now he's got AIDS and blah, blah, blah. But Magic Johnson had a whole press conference 4 years ago, and yet he's still alive and doing well. I don't know about anybody else out there, but my 14-year-old mind was like, oh, wow. So then does that mean Magic Johnson is about to die? And because that hurt me, even though I'm from Illinois, and by default you got to be a Bulls fan, especially during the 90s. One of the reasons why I started watching basketball, like professional basketball, was Magic Johnson.
Oh, Magic Johnson's my favorite. For one, I'm biased. Come on, man. Look at his ass. You know what I'm saying? And he was just cool as hell with the passes. I like Magic Johnson better than Michael Jordan back then. But over time, it was just undeniable. Okay, all right, Michael Jordan, you got it, bro.
Yeah.
Initially, it was Magic Johnson. I even named my dog Magic Johnson. His name, first name was Magic, and his last name was Johnson because we're Johnson. So my dog was named Magic Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And so yeah, hey, what was it, the NBA on NBC intro when they used to have like the crazy graphics around the passes?
Oh yeah,
I was like, dog, Magic Johnson's the man, dog. Like I love Magic Johnson. He was my first favorite player, with respect to Jordan and everybody else. But Magic Johnson, for me, like as a kid, that was amazing to see, him doing what he was doing. Just going to read a couple comments here real quick. My man, he said, E died from pneumonia, lack of immune system from AIDS. Yeah. Remember, everyone was a medical professional at the time. Yes. And see, and that's the thing. So much misinformation and of the unknown, so people didn't know how to act or react, right? Because again, this is still the early 90s, mid 90s. People still trying to look at HIV AIDS as the homosexual male disease.
Yeah.
So we're not even like, I remember that witch hunt of some sorts. It's like, yo, man, I bet you Dr. Dre probably got AIDS too. You know what I'm saying? Like that, they was like, people were saying that kind of stuff. And it was just like, wow. Like, man, that is that was a lot to process. So as we get to this, shout out to David Robinson, the Admiral. Shout out to him. You really from San Antonio. Respect, bro. I love it. I love it. All right. So let's get here though. Let's get here. Let's just say we're talking in hindsight real quick, because I want to share something that I think is undeniable at this point. Bone Thugs and Harmony are the original, then the originators, the godfathers, if you will, of YN R&B. I know you young people want to give YNW Melly the credit.
I like that.
And you want to give, even though the young homie on TikTok, he be going crazy. I do mess with his joints. But YN R&B starts with East 1999 Eternal. Because on track 1, after the intro, it's the longest double intro ever for me.
That intro was so fire, dude. Wait, before you go into that, that intro was so fire. Like, it was tight because of how it come on all rewind and all backwards and stuff. I know that whole album front like this.
Yeah.
But the song was almost like in the middle of the intro.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to fast forward right to
Execution Double 9.
Execution Double 9 style.
Somebody
about that. Ooh! I want to hear it now. That was crack.
Yeah, hey, straight up. Hey, listen, hey man,
Yo,
why an
one of the
R&B
hardest
man, the
intros ever.
originator. Why? You know what? But let's hop around real quick, because I want to get to the first single,
Okay.
first of the month. Give me your thoughts the first time you heard First of the Month by Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Great question. Great question. I was at you know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you what's really crazy.
Mm.
The first time I've ever heard First of the Month, I went to Memphis to visit in '95.
Mm.
I went to because back in Memphis, if you want to buy like all the underground rap tapes, you got to go to like a car stereo store that sell like
Okay.
speakers and tape decks and shit like that.
Oh, like Radex or something like
Like
that.
it, basically, you had to go to a Radex to buy all of the underground Memphis tapes that nobody in the world has, but just Memphis, right?
Mm.
So I go there, and that was my first time ever seeing DJ Paul.
Mm.
He was sitting there waiting on getting his car done. Over his head was a TV. They
Wow.
played First of the Month over his head.
Wow.
I never forget that imagery. I'm like, yo, I'm so shocked that that's DJ Paul right there.
Right.
But then there's a TV over his head,
The
and there's
Chevy
Bone
thing
Thugs.
too.
Yeah, there's Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'm listening to it. I thought it was dope. I thought it was super dope. Like these niggas is rapping about people getting they checks on first of the month, and the way they was harmonizing was
Yeah.
crazy. I'm like, who? Why are they so dope? It's like I wanted to not like them because I told you the backstory of the Memphis and hold it, this our shit.
Yeah.
But man, we don't do the harmonies like that, yo.
Yeah, man.
I was shocked at how dope it was. The beat was cool. Busy Bone stole the show for me for some reason with his verse. I thought it was phenomenal. That was my first thoughts of First of the Month. It made me really want to hear the album.
Yeah. Hey, I'm so glad you said that.
What about you?
I'm so glad you said that, because I just told y'all how Creepin' on the Come Up was kind of a letdown for me, because I felt the video versions were better than the actual EP versions. When I hear First of the Month, I was like, dog, I've never wanted a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey ever in my life more than when I seen Lazy Bone with the afro blown out on the drop top, right?
I bought one for me and my girlfriend during that time. I had to get that jersey.
Yeah. And but I was like, wow, this is just so different that I can't dislike it. It was, like sometimes you just you're just hearing something different. Now, it's different for me than you, because you've already heard elements of this style. I'm from Freeport. I know of 3-6 Mafia. I got 666 Mafia, all of that, Orange Mountain, all of that from you. It wasn't until you moved to Freeport where I was even up on that. So I don't have any 666 information in real time before 94, 95. That's when I have it. And so for me, I was just like, wow. I'm like, so like they singing, but it's like raps. And it's like, but this is like, it was so catchy that it's one of the few songs that I heard the first time and I never forgot the hook. From the first day I heard it, I've never forgot it. Now, at the same time, though, I didn't realize I would hear it every single day for the rest of the year. And then I started hating the song. And I couldn't wait for the album to come out, because I was like,
First of the month, right?
Yeah, because I was like, okay, now I'm tired of hearing this song. But it's one of those songs now where, depending on the right day, I either cringe or I'm like, wow. And I ain't gonna lie, right now, 30 years later, I'm at like, wow. Like, yo, this is crazy.
It's genius, yo. Bone Thugs and Harmony, real quick, remind me of like, back in the 50s and 60s when niggas was singing outside of when they light the garbage can up. Them niggas that was singing. They're that, but for like hip hop.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like,
absolutely. I'm so glad you said that. I'm going to reference that in my notes here. So let me get back to my notes. Awesome. So yeah, hey, listen. Like I said, Bone Thugs and Harmony are the original YN R&B music. You know what I'm saying? Their origin is singing, but also harmonizing the raps. But hey, to Cuz's point about being with the trash can of fire, they were the rap group also for me they were flipping doo-wop, they were flipping pop
Yes, that's
and
what I was trying to say.
R&B, but they was on some killer-ish though on it. They like they killing niggas, they shooting, they selling dope. Me killer, me killer,
Killer.
me killer, drug dealers,
Killer.
scandalous nigga.
Nigga.
I was like, okay, he going crazy.
Phenomenal, yo.
Yes. So we're gonna get into a more in-depth track by track, but I want to start here first. First of all, who is your favorite member of Bone Thugs and Harmony?
I'm so glad. I love this show. This show. This gonna be one of them shows, man. I love this show, bro. And you ask some great questions.
I appreciate that.
You talking about back then or now?
You know, let's go in real time. Let's go to 1995. Let's go to 1995. East 1990 Eternal Drive. You already listened to it 3 times.
My favorite Bone member back then, and I couldn't wait till the nigga hear his verse, was Busy Bone for me.
Really?
Busy Bone is his tone, his El DeBarge type tone and shit.
Yeah.
And he was the ones that sound like, hold on, if this nigga wasn't rapping, he probably could actually sing. You know what I'm saying? And he was killing shit.
Yeah.
No, not like, oh, he did a great job rapping. No, he was like murdering niggas in his verse. Back then, I was heavy on the murder.
Yeah,
heavy on the murder. Like I said, I'm coming from Memphis. That's what we did best. We throw niggas in the trunk. We blowing faces off. You know what I'm saying? It was dope to me. Busy's verses was like, I couldn't wait to hear him, man. We loved him on Thuggish Ruggish Bomb. When he was over there rapping, he had the afro, about the train tracks, the afro blowing in the wind, and he was just going off. I'm like, yo, that's that nigga.
Yeah.
But fast forward to now, my bone member has changed now. Can I tell you who it is now?
Let's go.
Cause the whole time, want me to tell you who the nigga was the whole entire time?
I think I know. Go ahead.
It was motherfucking Crazy Bone.
Hey, you know
Crazy
what?
Bone was the glue. He never gave you a garbage verse. Not only that, you can tell he was the nigga behind the hooks. The hooks so melodic. And his verse on For the Love of, he spazzed up. If you replay Crazy Bone's verse on For the Love of Money in 2025 now, you can be like, why is he going so nuts? And then he went on his feature run. When Bone had a little hiatus, remember his verse on Little John shit?
Get off. Come on, dog.
Yo.
No, Crazy Bone.
Shout out to Crazy Bone. And as we go through this Bone discussion, I can't wait. I'm gonna save it. I can't wait to tell you my experience with hanging out with Bone Thugs and Harmony for a whole fucking day.
For sure. Oh yeah, we definitely get into that.
Fucking crazy. But back to answer your question, back then it was Busy Bone. Now with listening to my adult ears, it's Crazy Bone 10,000%.
You know, and listen, no, Crazy Bone, yeah, absolutely. I think in our own way, he might be one of the more underappreciated rappers because he didn't really come with a lot of flash and flair. But my God, is he rapping his entire ass off every single time you hear him. And there's got to be something to be said about just that level of consistency. And it's lyrics, it's storytelling, it's some harmony in there as well. But like, man, Crazy Bone is a serious monster.
Before you tell me yours, I can't wait to hear who yours is. I'm gonna say something crazy.
For sure.
I gotta say it. Which Bone was the crunchy black of the group?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
That's just me.
Hey, listen. Hey, and Wishbone is definitely. Hey, listen. If you couldn't keep up
with
Busy and Crazy, you knew how to come in on the Wish verse because he had something.
He was needed.
Yeah, absolutely. I used to, especially when I was trying to be the greatest rapper in the world. When I was trying, I totally did not get Crunchy Black. But when you listen back to all those 3 6 Mafia albums, matter of fact, I'm so mad I missed the date. I got to do the 25-year anniversary of 66-61 when the smoke clears. It was June 13th. But we are going to do a summer of 2000 episode here
Gotta have you
real
back for
soon.
that one.
We're gonna, and I'm definitely talking about that album and a couple other ones. But we're gonna dedicate some real time to that 6661. You know what I'm saying? But yes, but as I look back, I was like, nah, you need somebody to break up that monotony because like somebody feel it. It's two people in my life that Crunchy Black is a favorite member of 3-6, and I was like, wow, really?
That's my boy.
It's interesting. You know what I'm saying? I was just
Crunchy has a cult following though. Even though some people like he sucks, but he also has a following that loves him. They love his verses, his whack verse. I'm sorry, Crunchy. Fuck. They love his style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, listen, and styles make fights. Hey, at the end of the day, dog, when he put on that, I think he had like a sun hat. It was gangster walking at the end of sipping on syrup. And I was like,
come on, man.
I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, he ain't saying nothing, but that was fire. I was like, I can't even, I don't even know what to do. But yeah, no, and then all on this motherfucker, boom, nigga.
That's my song. It's like he wasn't saying nothing crazy, but it was like, ain't no nigga gonna play with me, play with me, my nigga. I'm up here in these streets. Hey man, it's needed, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, much like Wishbone on East 99 when he's like, where they come retro, I'm trying to run and get away, but it's just too late.
He ate on that one.
I'm gonna guard your fucking face. I was like, hey, listen.
187. Come on, man.
You think you go out to heaven, push hugs all over them chairs on, and here is what you be doing on.
He did eat on that one. Hey, Wish gave me about at least three classic verses, and that was one of them.
Yeah, Wish.
Shout out to Wish, man.
Wish must have got the memo. And we getting paid to do this, bro. Oh, for real?
Yeah, I met Wish. Wish was cool.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, no, man. Hey, look, man. It's 1999, my niggas. And speaking of that, my favorite member of Bone was Lazy.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Lazy Bone was the illest dude in the world to me for just unknown reasons. Like it was when right? Because I liked how he was passionate but effortless, right?
Yeah.
Because even when you kick off Thuggish Ruggish Bone, it's like even in the video, you feeling the strength of the props, that bump. But this is like, but is he really that like rowdy? Like, no, but it sounds so smooth the way he pulling it. You know what I'm saying?
Dope rap voice.
Yep. And I gotta get mine, so scream out more and let me hear you holler. What about that mighty dollar? Roll with the bone, thugs I was like, okay, man. All right.
He popped this shit on that one.
Absolutely. So when we get to East 1999 Eternal, and I'm going through the introduction and East 1999 Eternal, I was like, okay, he 3 for 3. Like he about to smoke this entire album. like in my mind, there was nobody iller than Lazy Bone. And it hit a fever pitch to me, cause I'm gonna tell you, when I got to Mr. Bill Collector, which is my favorite song on this album, just by the way.
Cause it's like you just read my mind. I wanted to say it, but I didn't know if you got like a itinerary you want to go to. I wanted to say my favorite song on that whole album is Mr. Bill Collector, yo.
Yeah,
but go ahead and get your shit off.
Yeah, no, and listen, I mean, I was gonna go track by track, but I mean, honestly, look, they just rapping so hard, bro, and it's like it's some storytelling and there's some things, but like there's really not much. There's only 1 or 2 songs that are really worth content deep dives. And
fire song, yo.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? But dog, Mr. Bill Collector, first of all, Crazy and Lazy. They could have stopped the song after them and it still would have been crazy, like been fire. But then Busy come on and do his thing at the end, man. It's like, oh my God. But dog, Mr. Bill Collector, for me, I was just like, I don't even believe what I'm hearing.
Don't be fucking with my money, nigga. No.
Yeah.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, and then hey, look, the hook alone though, how they come with the hook, cuz them calling me Mr. Bill Collector, needing me money, always up tonight.
That
Hey,
was, oh my God, dude.
and if them running off with
Not
him
giving me
cash,
cash. That's gonna
gonna
have
have
to
to
pay.
pay the price. Hey, but look, by the time we get to that, so that's what 1, 2, 3. So that's track 6. Cause when Busy Bone, no, I'm sorry, Lazy Bone. When Lazy Bone was like, but these niggas, they don't know me, they can't know me. Thought you had a homie, but you fucking with the motherfucking boss. Niggas gotta give me mine on the 99 and 95. About this dropping when you hear my pistol, select the dawn. Respect that too. How's the underground shit, Mr. Bill? Collect the bomb. I was like, okay.
Wow.
I was like, yo, okay, no, this nigga's the coldest.
He's out of there.
like I was like, now that's the separation. Now he's Mr. Bill Collector on East 1999 Eternal is why Lazy Bone was hands down my favorite rapper for the rest of this album. I was just like, okay.
I'm surprised that was your favorite song on the whole album, because that was my favorite song. It's the beat. Shout out to DJ Unique.
Yeah.
The beat. He had his own little style. You know what I'm saying? It's like kind of like soft thug, melodic or whatever, but it was perfect for them.
For sure.
Let me get this story off real quick, because it's on the tip of my tongue.
For sure, let's go.
I'm in Florida chilling, man, and my cousin Tony Coates, shout out to Antonius, Tony Coates, Freeport. He hit me up one day like, "Hey, cuz, we finna go to this Bone Thugs and Harmony concert in Tampa, man. You want to go?" Yeah. My homeboy is cool with Lazy Bone, man. So we gonna go meet my homeboy at the hotel. I'm like, cool. I don't know, I'm just riding. Get to the hotel, knock at the door. Lazy Bone open the door. I'm trying not to act starstruck. I'm young at the time. Like, he said, "Hey man, y'all come on in." It's him and his wife, and they're just chilling. I said, "What the?"
Like, bro, what are you talking about?
I'm like, "Cuz you didn't tell me we was going to see Lazy Bone. You said we was finna go see your boy." No, we going to see. We get in there, man. We get in there. We chilling with him. Like, "What up, man?" Sit down, talk to dude for about an hour. We sitting there smoking weed. We talk, and for no reason at all, bro, he just starts telling me about his thought process making Crossroads. Like, this is so legendary. Like, man, well, so what was it like when you made Crossroads? He's like, "Man, you know what's crazy, man? It was all about a vibe, man. Easy, it just died. You know what I'm saying? We was just vibe. We just right. You know what I'm saying? We hung out the whole day. So during the show, he's like, y'all with me. So come on with me. We go to the show with him and his wife, and they walk off and they left me. So I'm trying to go back with them, and then the security guy like, yo, you can't go back there. I'm like, nigga, I'm with Lazy Bone. He's like,
right. Be clear.
You're with Lazy. I'm like, bro, I'm like, yo. Lazy looked back. It was like, hold on. He came back and told security guard, fall back, like, hey man, he's with me.
That's crazy.
I'm like, this is dope. So now I'm on stage with him, Crazy and Wish. It was just them three, you know what I'm saying? When I met Crazy Bone, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta keep it real, man. He was on like a lot of drugs.
Damn.
I remember he was like nodding off and shit. And some girl walked up to him, asked for a picture. She said, "Ugh."
Oh, Jesus.
Met Wish, he was super nice. But anyway, that I ain't gonna tell like the whole thing, but that was such a mind fuck for you to go think you finna go hang out with some people, go to a concert, and the guy that you're going to see the concert opens the door and you hanging out with him like the whole night. Shout out to Lazy Bone and his then wife back then. He was such a nice, cool dude. I see why that's your favorite Bone member, man, bro. Even better person in real life, man.
Wow. See, that's fire. I love hearing stories like that when, like, obviously we revere these men and women in music because they inspire us. They ignite just memory, time, and to know that when you meet them, that they're actually just great humans, bro. Man, that go a long way.
Super nice, dude.
That man, that's super dope. Man, hey, listen. Mr. Bill Collector for me again, because I'm like, hey, he 5 for 5. What can we do now? And then Mr. Bill Collector come on. I was like, dog.
Then they had the sample from Coming to America now, man. Come on, man.
Hey, yo, Ritz, dude, Mother Crusher.
Come on, man. That was fire, yo.
Yeah, man. Hey, everything about Mr. Bill Collector is perfect. It's one of the as I think back to as just being a young person at that time, I thought that song was perfect when it came out. Like, I spotted no flaws in that song at all. Like they didn't do too much, they didn't do too little. It was memorable. It was catchy enough, and it resonated with just like, yeah, man, don't play with my money, dog. Don't play with my
I
bread.
thought, me personally, bro, I thought Crazy Bone got off crazy on that song,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah, no, he
Oh,
did.
God, he spazzed on that, yo. But they don't be fucking with my money, nigga. No, this, that, with his then he spazzed. He said, they be coming with the fumble with the motherfuckers, stuffing with the motherfuckers, stabbing with the bubble with the niggas from Blast Bed.
Nigga better
What?
have me cash. I'm gonna kill his whole family when the token from the blast. Now test me. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, here you go. He said, yeah, you better have my cash. I'm gonna kill your whole family.
I used to love
One
killer shit
gun,
back then. Oh
one
my
gun,
God.
whole family gone. Give me my money.
Over. Give me run my bread. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, no, they cold.
Fire,
They
yo.
cold as hell. Hey, listen, I love it.
Them boys did
I
they
love it.
thing, man.
We'll go. We'll quick here. Hey, look, bud smokers only. I know people who look at me so crazy because I never smoked weed at all as a teenager, and they're like, "How do
Oh,
you
you
even
know
like
I
this
know
song?"
that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They was like, "How you even like this song? You don't even smoke weed." I was like, "Listen, I just like how this song feels."
You used to frown upon it. Like, damn, y'all niggas high.
Yeah,
Yeah, it feels great.
yeah. Hey, now, because
Whoa.
I was like, obviously being super sober, I didn't get it, but the music, the
Yeah.
the get high songs were
Made
so
you
good to
wonder.
me that I was just like, maybe I should try this. And hey, matter of fact, hey, speaking of Crazy Bone, obviously the song is dope. But like this is again, they flipping the doo-wop, they flipping the what you got, but smokers only,
Focus on that.
only.
Only.
And then but then at the end, Crazy Bone coming in, take a hit of the reefer, keep smoking.
He was the chorus
Take a hit
god,
of the
yo.
reefer, keep smoking. I was like, yo, this
I
is
gotta play
hard.
that.
I wasn't even gonna get it. I was like, yo, I might want to hit the reefer, keep
You
smoking.
know what?
Like,
Let me ask you a question real quick.
try what up.
Do you think Bone Thugs and Harmony in today's time could come back in today's time with all the YNs, with maybe like new production, 808 Mafia, something like that? Do you think they could come back in today's time?
Oh,
Or is
they
that
would
this
they would 10x their sales at this time.
damn?
Keep in mind, and we talking about a group that already sold 10, 50, 100 million records already. You put Bone Thugs and Harmony as is. I don't even think you got to change the beats, to be honest with you. I think you re-release, especially this album right here, nigga. This right here, you release this right now, it's going diamond.
Mm.
Because again, they are the godfathers, authors, creators, originators of what people are calling Y and R&B right now. The content, as crazy as it is, or as off the wall as it may seem, it fits in perfect place right here. And with the singing, everybody else is already trying to sing and rap. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people giving Drake a lot of credit for that, and all these other artists. But dog, we talking about an album that dropped in '95.
Mm.
No way does this not work. You if it's 2011 or even if it's 2025, because I want to make sure that we place this album at a time where there's another shift in
Right?
culture, because the shift before what's happening right now was 2011, the Migos shift,
Yes.
where and even in that they was like, yo, they sound like Bone Thugs and Harmony. Off top, it's just like, okay, so now Crazy Bone rap better than everybody. So
Circles.
it ain't no Offset or Quavo who or Offset or Crazy who you got. Come on, dog. Don't play with me.
You know what's crazy? Cuz probably like last month, their manager, like I said, doing what I do for a living, I get managers hit me up randomly and shit. Their manager hit me up the other day. It's like, Mafi, I got all 5 of Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'm like, really? Like, yo, I know you're cool with Nori. I'm like, I don't work for Nori. Can you get them on Drink Champs? I'm like, I I can ask Nori and see what's up. I said I can tell you what shows I can get them on. I get them on Vlad TV, and I just started doing work for Cameron and
It
Cameron's
is what it
network.
is.
Yeah, it is what it is. And Talk with Flea. He said, "Yo, ask Cam if he wants all five. I got all five of them. If he wants all five of Bone Thugs and Harmony." I'm like, okay. I mean, I asked, I didn't get a response. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, man, they're actively trying to do interviews. Like I guess they got something going. I heard some new music the other day, and it was crack, yo. Did you hear the new Bone song?
No, I haven't.
Busy Bone spazzed. I'm like, oh, y'all trying to come back?
Yeah.
It sounds so good, man. You know how a lot of people from the past try to come back, like Ja Rule try to come back to the new shit. It's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Bone tried to come back with they in the studio working on new music. It sounds phenomenal, yo.
Yeah. Hey, listen. That one, I don't doubt that. I want to say that first and foremost. And the reason why I don't doubt it, again, dog, look how we talking about an album that dropped in 1995. Their style, again, there's a tweak to it. Obviously, they're not 100% the originators of what have it, because just like 666 Mafia, Twista, Bone, everybody had their own personal gripe, but they're all doing it differently when you make the separation. My listen, off the just the production of Paul and Juicy alone that have taken over this whole era, you can't convince me otherwise that if a Bone album drops right now with them literally doing something that was 30 years ahead of its time, that it wouldn't work. Like, it's because even though they were from Cleveland, nobody summed it up as a regional sound. Nobody else from their city or their state came out sounding like this.
Right.
No, like nobody, like in the era where people will mimic your style and then start doing it, like, it was people that sounded like Future, and people kind of sound like Thug, and people sound like Drake and all this. Dog, 30 years. For 30 years, y'all. People don't try to recreate the Bone sound.
Right.
They go get the members of Bone.
Right.
like you ain't doing the Busy Bone. Let me call Busy. Let me call Crazy. Like, they don't even play with it. Like, this is like, dog, because to not do it like the level of this is blasphemy.
It is.
And it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time.
Did you know that Crazy Bone and DJ Paul are really good friends now, and they got an album coming out together?
Yes, and I've been waiting for it since the verses. I've been waiting for it.
I was there in person for the verses, personally, man. I flew out by myself. I said, Bone and 3 6 Mafia. I hopped on a plane. I flew to LA, and I went to the verses by myself just to watch it. And when Busy Bone got into it and Gangsta Boo was going crazy, he threw that microphone, my heart dropped because they canceled the event. It was over with. I said, oh, no, it's over with. But anyway, just being a fan of both those guys, I had to go see that.
Yeah, no, hey, man. And unfortunately, the energy was never the same after that either. And
you didn't like the new song, bro?
Yeah, he didn't like it. I got to check it out.
I just heard Busy Bone first.
Man, hey, listen, Thuggish Ruggish Mafia tour 829 in Tinley Park. Hey, if they don't come to Nashville, you might see me out there, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I do want to see. I do want to see that. Because I think we're gonna get a great show. Unfortunately, people have passed and things have just gone on. Unfortunately, the Gangsta Boo will not be a part of it. She had me so hype about her Drink Champs interview, talking about how she was gonna do like an East Coast mixtape where she just like rapping, and I was like, dang, man. When I heard she died, man, I was like, dang. I was like, man, that was heartbreaking.
She was a friend, man. Like a lot of the 3 6 Mafia people, I grew up on their music, but doing media, you end up kind of like befriending these people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And right before she died, she just sent me this really weird message, dude. It's just still make me want to cry just thinking about it. She's like,
dang it,
man, Mafia, thanks for what she say? Thanks for always believing in me. I'm like, what? This is random as fuck. Thanks for always believing in me, man. And I really appreciate you. And she died.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, man.
Man. Okay. Man. Let's try to lighten the mood up, even though we're about to talk about the song that makes this album, and depending on which one you got, you just never know. So listen, I bought this in real time, January I'm sorry, July to August of 1995. So I have Crossroad on my album. I have Crossroad.
The
Okay.
original, right?
That's right. But even though you're gone, you still
Yeah.
got love from Bomb.
Yeah.
And then because of the success of the remix, the remix was so great, one, that it just superseded even the album, let alone the original version. So The Crossroads. So now, obviously, the obvious
Okay.
question I got here for you, because this was actually a debate. I think we're coming back from it was either track or basketball. I forget. Which one was your actual favorite? Crossroad or The Crossroads?
Both were sad.
Yes.
But I guess I have to go with the I'm gonna have to go with the remix because once it hit MTV, if you guys are old enough for the MTV when they actually played music video days,
Right.
it just took over, yo. It just took over. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah. I both were dope, man. Both were both sad though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a visual guy, so once they had the visual to go with it, I gotta go with the newer one.
So let me share this story. Tony Coates, what up, my brother?
Cause I
Hey,
was
matter
just
of fact,
talking about you.
salute. And I do want
Hey,
to say this. I meant to say this earlier in your story. Mr. Coates here is how I first heard DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. He's the DJ. I'm the rapper on Carroll Street on his front porch.
wow,
And that
cause you
was
old
one
as
of the,
hell.
but that was that was one of the pivotal moments of me becoming a hip hop fan. So I always have love and respect for this brother right here. The
But
remix.
before you move forward, not to cut you off, hey, cuz Tony, I was just telling him about how you took me to Tampa and we kicked it with Lazy Bone all day, man. You know what I'm saying? We just got that story off. But go ahead, go ahead, cuz.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely no. Please share that. Please reiterate that. That's important.
It's dope.
So Crossroads. I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was trying to listen to the song, and I couldn't. Even at 14, I was like, man, this is a little too heavy for me. And they singing, they were singing all somber and sad and all this, and I was just like, damn. I was like, damn, I don't know who Wally is, but I'm sorry he dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even get it. So, and then so obviously, because music moved slower to production at that time, so Eazy-E is still alive even when they have this version.
Mm.
However, once Eazy-E passed, they start making The Crossroads. Now, even though this one has a better bounce to it, it feels more soulful and musical versus somber and sad. Boy, does the video scare the entire life out of me. Because, dude, why does it open with a
It was scary.
funeral and then the
Hail
angel of death?
Mary,
Yes.
Mary, are you? Yeah.
I had a nightmare about a brother like that. And he had a coat hanger, he had a wire coat hanger in his hand. And I was so glad I never decided to wake up in my life. I thought I was dead. I thought this one caught me on the east side with the hanger at my Aunt Mabel house and was just about to just snatch my
It was a
soul
scary
out.
video.
And yeah, man, it's but you can't deny that the music, I mean, just from the first chord, that boom, 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 tell me what you gonna do. And I was like, okay.
They
I got
harmonized the hell out that, man.
yeah, hey, they going crazy on the 4-part harmony too. That's so crazy too.
It was crazy.
So like obviously I think man, groundbreaking video. I don't know about you, but I don't think I'd ever heard death tackled in a song like that before. Just even though I wasn't really comprehending the words because they're rapping so fast, I'm trying to keep up. But just the fact that even the images that they're showing, like, you know, from the homies I used to run with to Eazy-E to Uncle Charles and just all these names, it's like we'll never meet these people.
Right.
But man, did they do a hell of a job of making us care about who these people were because of what they meant to them. And it's like, hey, I care about your music so much, and you made me care about these people I never met before so much that I gotta love this song. I gotta love this song. And that was in the maxi single era, and I definitely did buy the maxi single because when I realized it was a whole different version and I didn't have it, and then they had the instrumental on it. That was man, what a time for maxi singles and instrumentals.
I know,
on
right?
on tapes and CDs, because the Crossroads instrumental is the first time I heard. I still cannot like even formulate 2 bars to rap over that instrumental because I just keep thinking of the song. Like the song is so embedded to me that I never even think twice about, yo, man, let me kick the 16 on it. It was like, bro, I ain't got nothing more meaningful to say than what they were saying on this. I just leave it alone.
They killed it.
Yeah. It's like, again, another one of those songs that, I mean, again, it's perfection. There's not many, there are no perfect artists, but I think there are some perfect songs out there. And boy, do I feel that The Crossroads is absolutely one of those. Mr. Bill Collector for me too, but that's but I'm talking about if I was to sit in a studio with some people and our goal is like, hey, we need a hit record. We need something that's just, it's perfect. It's timeless. It speaks to people. You'll be able to live to this. You'll be able to you can cry to this, but also you can be reflective or whatever. I would want to come up with this. It's just like, it's like, wow. It's like, okay, I want a song that means something. Yeah, I want to go with this. I would go with this over "We Are the World." Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like I think it's that impactful. And if you could never follow along with the lyrics, everybody out there, read them, and it's just like, oh wow, that's what they say.
I think they said Crossroads had the Crossroads had broke a lot of records, like something with the Beatles. They broke something with the Beatles. I forgot what it was, but it was huge when it dropped.
Yes, absolutely. And I got super meant to pull those stats because I know obviously it was number one for like ever. Like at the time. Matter of fact, here it is right here. It says Crossroads is the highest debut rap single ever when it entered the national singles chart at number 2. And a week later became number 1, making it the fastest single to rise to the top position on the chart since the Beatles' Can't Buy Me Love in 1964. Can't Buy Me Love is a slap too, by the way.
Yeah. Can't Buy Me Love.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
Blackstreet killed that too, though, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, but yes, so there it is, like, just for stats, and it's just like, again, it's one of those songs. The reason why this song is perfect to me, The Crossroads, that is because you don't have to like rap to like this song.
Right.
And I think that's the key to any timeless music of any genre. You dig what I'm saying? Like, once it can be like, I don't even know rap songs. I don't like rap. I don't know rappers. But when that song came on, I like that. Who is that? Okay, I'll buy that. And it's just like, oh wow. Hey, listen, not for nothing, I know a good handful of people that bought the Bone Thugs and Harmony East 1999 album off The Crossroads alone and was kind of upset that was the only song like that on the album. I was like, yeah, no, they some
really,
like, yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Because we also, because we come from the era where specifically white people, they just buy the CDs. They didn't really buy singles.
Oh, right.
So when they repackaged it and they repackaged this, I know some people that bought the album and was like, oh man, The Crossroads is on here, but I don't really like anything else on it.
Everything else is like too gangster for them.
Yeah, basically, it was just like, I was like, yeah, no, that was Eazy-E dead. They did that for them, but
that's
no,
what
man.
I loved about
I was like, but no, I was like, but I think you're totally wrong. I think this is completely fire. Like, I like this, like this is cold. This is cold as hell. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'll take your copy because I don't have it on mine.
Yo, what did DJ Unique do after the Bone era? Like, did he produce for any newer artists, or he just kind of fell back?
Man, you know what? This is that's actually a really great question, and I was trying to do as much research as possible on DJ Unique because but the only thing I could really find on him is that he was just an LA based producer, and he's still active, but Ruthless and Thug Life Records, that's his no claim to fame, and most of his work is at least 90s into the 2000s was all Bone Thugs and Harmony. I was literally like, it's got to be something else. But him and Tony C, even as we just get through here, it's just like, man, no, he loyal to the soil, I guess. The matter of fact, he produced the game. You remember the Ride soundtrack, Mac 10,
Yeah.
and Big Mike, that like he produced that.
You know what's crazy? I think For the Love of Money, I know this is on the other album.
Mhm.
I think For the Love of Money is like one of the greatest hip hop beats of all time, next to like
Mm,
Triumph by Wu-Tang and some
mm,
other stuff. But I had to find out who made it. If I'm not wrong, I
yeah,
think DJ Yella from NWA made that beat. Is there any way you can find out if
yeah.
that's true or not?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely can. Because I honestly, I think you're right. Because I think they were
They use it on something else, but in the
yeah.
hip song.
And then like they do the reprise with the guitar, like the Spanish guitar on the joint at the end or something like that.
Remember that with the instrumental when it with the
Yeah, bling, 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 bling. I was like, okay, I was like, somebody going crazy.
that beat so hard, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So man, no, okay, keep it on the cover. For the love of my, yeah, DJ Yella. Yeah,
DJ
there
Yellow.
it is.
Okay. Cool.
Absolutely. Yeah,
I'm trying to-
Eazy-E and Jewel on there. We at the Crossroads. So we
Oh, that
both
was Jewel's
definitely
on there? Jewel? The
no,
singer
yeah.
Jewel?
Yeah, Jewel, yeah.
For the love of money. Yeah.
I
Rest in peace, Jewel.
yeah. So listen, man, we already gave you a sample of that Miguela on there after Crossroad, which is, hey, listen, that's what's so funny about this album for me, right? You go from Mr. Bill Collector to Bud Smokers Only to the Crossroads or Crossroad, depending on what album you got. I got the Crossroad version. And then you're going right into the Meat Killer interlude. And then Land of the Heartless.
Oh, that was hard.
No shorts, no losses.
No shorts, no loss. Oh,
I was like, yeah, they going crazy. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, we back to our killer shit. It's lit.
that's one
Let's
of those
go.
albums back in the days was like, this really ain't no skips. What
Yeah.
was the skip for you on that album?
Man, hey, the original Crossroad, honestly, because
Okay.
and it was on some sad stuff though. It because like honestly, when I listened to it the first like 10 times I heard the album, I was like, yo, man, this is bringing me down though. And I
Right.
just gotta turn this off. But man, other than that, to be well, we can skip down to my skip. It's Mr. Ouija too.
Oh, yeah. It was it was on the dark side.
Yeah, I could never do that. And because like look, Land of the Heartless, I love how they paint the court case and all of that. And then Die is just funny with the skit in the middle of Busy Bone is going crazy towards the end of this album.
Yeah.
Now listen, how I feel about Lazy Bone from start to finish on this album, I do have to say that after we get to Meat Killer and the second half of this album, Busy Bone is going absolutely insane on a lot of the rest of this. I was like, yo, was this his solo album? Like, what's going on? He going nuts. But yeah, for me, and I do want to talk about this really quick because I'm first of the month. Y'all know that Buddha Lovers, and that was again another Weed song. Which was man, it was an interpolation of Buddha Lover.
It was an Ozzy brother. I didn't know that till years later that was Choosy Lovers. I didn't know that. At the time.
Yes, there we go. Choosy Lover. I was like, dang, I don't want to have the wrong word, but yes. So two Weed songs, a killer skit, and we back to it. But yeah, Mr. Ouija too. No thanks forever. No thanks forever on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We wasn't raised like that, man, with the dark demonic
exactly.
shit. Nah,
exactly.
We don't play with that.
And for me, man, I was just like, it's always going to be hard to defend that. And for what? Because ain't no fire beat on it. They don't go into no verse. It's just literally some stuff that they were just doing. And I was just like, just make this one track.
Wasn't that the one was like, I want to know my future.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a strong pass.
I was like, I was like, I don't even want to recite that. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, they went dark.
Yeah, I was like, yo, just make it 16 tracks. That's all. We don't need if that's 17, if that's making it 17, we need 16.
Yeah,
and it's
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? But and then it closed with Mo Murder and shots to the double Glock. Pop, pop,
Pop,
giving up
pop.
shots to the double Glock. Glock, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't Wishbone get off on that one? Is
Hell
that
yeah.
anotber one that Wish got off on? I'm
Yep.
trying to remember his
Hey,
verse.
yeah. Hey, as a matter of fact, I think on the Mo Murder and the shots of the Glock, he came in the third lane going crazy on
Yeah, he gave me
one of
like
them.
two. He gave me like 2 or 3. That was like, okay, I Wish. I see you. I see you.
Yeah, Wishbone was going nuts on that. So and that kind of concludes the album. We got one more segment that I'm going to show, but a couple things I want to highlight here. When we already touched on it, but DJ Unique, Tony C, absolutely smoked this album. This is I know people like to talk about a lot of 80s and 90s production and how it sounds so dated, but man, you can't make that argument here at all. I think you cue up any of these beats right now in the studio, and they're going to sound like they belong in this era or that era or wherever. Very, very rare do producers make a lot of timeless music that may not need to be digitally remastered or whatever they're doing to them now. And this is definitely one of those albums. Um, the question that even though I know our answers because we already answered who our favorite members of Bone was then versus now, but here's kind of a curveball question. But I think in hindsight, I don't believe so. If we because we're going to go back to the year of 1995, and this is for everybody in the chat as well as Mafi here on the live with me. In 1995, when we strictly talked about the year 1995, was Busy Bone in the top 5 of rappers in the world in 1995? Top 5.
Let me see. That's a good question. 95. I was 16. Well, if it was March of 95, I was going on 16. So 15,
Mhm.
16. I'm trying to think who I liked back then. I was still just so Memphis, you know what I'm saying? So I was just
Mhm.
I'm just a Memphis rap fanatic.
For sure. So
And then I liked a lot of New York rappers too.
So listen, so by 1995, I'm gonna throw out the names that would definitely be in the mix in 1995. Biggie, Pac, Nas, Snoop,
Mm.
Method Man.
I wasn't on Tupac like that then.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was a Biggie fan out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
So like we talked on our last on the last time we did it. I
Mm-hmm.
like to go off of if we was at lunch and niggas meeting up in the cipher, we going face to face.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people could stand up against Busy Bone
Facts.
off of just style of him, just in sheer amazement of what
Yeah.
he's doing live with acapella will be
Yeah.
mind blowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think style wise, he was probably one of the dopest of '95. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
style wise, you know what I'm saying? Now
True.
lyrically, I mean, Biggie and them was killing shit. Nas and was killing shit, but I don't know, man. I think he was like a master of his style back then, man. He's most
Yeah.
definitely up there in
Yeah.
'95 for sure.
Yeah. You know what? In hindsight, now granted, I probably wouldn't have said this in real time, but this is me looking back and really just understanding what he was actually saying. And then you add it with the style and the presentation of it. It's hard to say that in 1995, especially with July, especially with an album like this out, and what he does to the second half of this album, and it's not that he not smoking it on the first half, but he just going to a whole nother zone in the second half of this album. It's really hard to put 5 rappers that are better than him in 1995. There might be rappers that sell more, that might have, been more liked by the ladies. Like, for instance, I'm sure, I mean, Method Man is just always going to win with the women no matter what.
Yeah,
But does Method Man in 1995 out rap Busy Bone? I don't think so.
that's
I
the
don't
key
think
word.
so.
Out rap.
Yeah, exactly. Same for Snoop. Love Snoop. Snoop is the original gangbanger on wax. That can never be taken for granted. Snoop's freestyle game, I think, is really crazy when, in hindsight, when you look at it. The product that he produces, but can he out rap Busy Bone? No. So now I already got him at 3. I got him at 3 right there. And he's a better rapper than Pac, and he proved that on Thug Love.
I was about to say that. Do that with Tupac. You know what I'm saying? People are
Yeah.
so Tupac crazy that they
Yeah.
can't really see. I know this will be controversial.
Mhm.
Tupac wasn't a lyricist, yo.
No, not at all.
Tupac's going to rhyme cat with hat. But the conviction he used to give you make you
Yeah,
feel it. You know what I'm saying? But could he
absolutely.
out rap Busy Bone? Probably
No.
not.
Man, listen, when and I'm gonna butcher this, but when that Thug Love beat came on and Busy Bone kicked it off with, well, that must be close to the Armageddon, Lord. When I found the Phantom Man and finale, I don't know if I've had it symbolic. I was like,
He blacked
what?
out. One of the greatest Busy Bone verses ever, right there.
Yes.
And then he starts
And
spazzing.
yeah, and then, whatever, like, I was like, oh my God. I was like,
Whoa.
is he in a trance? I was like, what is this? I was like, what is this? He's going crazy. And I was so waiting for that moment on Versus. I was so glad he came back out and did that verse, even though, and I every once in a while I hop on Genius. It came on during my walk today because I couldn't run as much as I wanted to. That came on my shuffle, and I was like, this is just phenomenal. Like, even the fact that I know that he's saying something where this is, but the melody and the flow and how he's kicking this is just, it's insane.
Did you hear the backstory on that song and how it came about?
I want to say I did. I think so.
Originally, it was supposed to just been Busy and Tupac.
Yes. Yeah,
Busy
yeah,
ran in the park like, yo, we got to do one. Did it. Spazzed out. The other member said, oh, no, y'all got us fucked up.
yeah. Yeah, there
We're
we go.
going to
Yeah.
rap on y'all going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be just been Busy, man.
Yeah, because that was gonna go. Was that not Thug Angel? But I forgot what his first album was called. It was supposed to go on his album too, on his solo joint.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that like, I mean, I personally wouldn't put him above Biggie and Nas for me, but even in '95 though, because I mean, again, I'm younger. I don't really start understanding what Nas kicked until 1997, if I'm just being honest with you. Like, so it's like,
Nas was different. Yeah.
yeah, like I hear it, but I don't get it. So in hindsight, if the only rapper that I have in front of Busy Bone in 1995 is Biggie, does that become an interesting sidebar of a story about him in general.
What's that?
It's just the fact that, wow, I could make an argument, it just off of what he's doing here, just again, strictly rap, that the only rapper in 1995 that I would safely put above him is the Notorious B.I.G. That I'm talking safely. That means that, yo, everybody gonna rap, everybody gonna kick their bars or whatever, and they gonna make their songs. And I'm still saying, we should know what. No, you ain't got no warning though, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, you're going crazy, but you don't got warning though.
I'll give you some more little history. Then this is on Biggie's album, the Notorious Thugs, right?
Yeah, Notorious Thugs, yeah.
When I interviewed DJ Paul, I think I don't maybe talked about. Did we talk about this on the last one? I interviewed DJ Paul in Hollywood, which is legendary in itself, right? One of my questions was like, "Yo, this always bothered me. Busy Bone's verse on Notorious Thugs when he say 666 rivals."
Yeah.
I said, "Was he talking about y'all?" And Paul said, "Of course he was." I said,
Yeah.
"Really?" So he chose to dish y'all on one of the biggest albums ever. And Paul started laughing like, "Yeah, man." He said, "We definitely was beefing then." And yeah, Busy dissed us on Notorious Thugs. I said, "Wow."
Yeah, hey, that was the clearest bar he ever spit in the middle of
It
a
was
verse. Ever.
Triple six five. I heard that.
Bitch. Like, dang. I was like, okay.
Damn.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, he went crazy on that.
Yeah.
So last segment of the East 1999, Eternal 30 years later, turning 30 and all of that. Dumb and obvious question. Is Bone Thugs and Harmony, East 1999 Eternal, a classic rap album?
10,000%, yo.
You know what I'm
It was
saying?
just too good.
Yeah.
It was too good.
Let's run the stats. And I'm not even talking about numbers when we talk about stats, right? Again, we're living in a time in 1995 where there are singles and then there are albums. And for a group to come out in the midst of their mentor and their label head dying of AIDS, and they are now in the pressure cooker of what's next after potentially being written off, and then first of the month drops, and it's like, oh wow, hold on, I got to get that. It goes on to sell 307,000 in the first week, right? Debut at number one, so it's a number one album out the gate. But it don't stop there. It sells another 200,000 copies. I'm sorry, so it's officially gold in 2 weeks. And then, but the album goes on to sell like 4 or 5 million. And then the addition to the, the Crossroads comes in. So they rock that so hard that it is going there. It's like it's an absolute undeniable classic. Why is it undeniable classic to me? Y'all know I weigh heavily on the cultural impact. When we're talking about any album, there's a lot of great artists, there's a lot of great rappers, there's a lot of great moments, but not everybody impacts culture. And I want it to be so crystal clear as Bone Thugs and Harmony celebrate 30 years of this album that you had to be there to see rap before Bone Thugs and Harmony and after it. Because yeah. Okay, I'm back. All right, cool. My bad. Creeping on the Come Up was the appetizer. East 1999 Eternal is the full course meal. And from that, you see the raps, you hear you see the style, you see and hear the harmonies. And from there, right in that pocket, again, the style is so incredible that people are even scared to mimic it. They run the trifecta because of their style being so unique and so original. They're the only rap group ever in real time to do songs with Eazy-E, Biggie, and Pac. There are no other groups that exist
Didn't they
on
have one with
planet
Pun
Earth
too?
or Neptune that can speak to that. And it's never gonna happen again. And we're not talking about holograms. We're not talking about lost verses or repurposed features. No, they literally have one of ones with all three of these artists. And
didn't they have one with
unfortunately, none of
Pun?
them make it to 1998 with them or through 1997. You can't hear me?
I can hear. Can you hear me?
Okay, hold on 1 second, because I definitely cannot hear you now. Dang, hold on 1 second.
Check.
There we go. How about this?
Check. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, awesome.
Hey,
yes.
I was just chiming in real quick. Didn't they have one with Pun too?
You know
am I tripping?
Let me check. I might. They might. They honestly might.
I thought they might have had one with all these niggas.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Because you might be. Oh yeah. Hey, no, wait, hold up. Oh yeah. Here Come the Pain. The was that on the Resurrection album? Bone Thugs and Harmony Resurrection, I think.
So they had one with all the greats, yo.
Yeah. So yeah. My bad. I hit something and first I couldn't hear you
good?
anymore. I could hear myself just fine though. But and then speaking to that, right? So again, this album isn't necessarily flawless because it's like Mr. Ouija, right? But it's still great. It's it's one of the few times, at least for me, it's one of the few times when I turn on this album and I just know I'm just hearing something different. I don't know how different it is. I just know I hear something different. It was much like for me, I equated to when I first put in Ready to Die and I hear the intro, and he goes from being born to being the stick up kid on the train. It was just like, oh wow, this is something different. Yeah, Me Against the World, where the album starts off with all the news reports about Tupac Shakur and who he is and who people think he is. And you know, again, Wu-Tang and the 36 Chambers. It's just the confusion. It almost sounds like it's a dungeon, and it's this
Right.
kung fu movie, and it's just like all of a sudden it's Bring the Ruckus comes on. I'm like, wow, what in the world? What in the world am I listening to? What am I hearing? And that's the feeling that even I got as I listened to this in a week in preparation for this live. Again, this album to me is a glitch in the matrix. Part of me doesn't even know if it was really supposed to be this successful. When you listen to the content and when you listen to what it represented and what it would have been maybe if Eazy lives versus not. But the runway to the release was more about people maybe counting them out, but then they come with a record like First of the Month in the Crossroads. That's a hell of an A&B selection to push an album that sounds like this, because even with those songs, they are one-offs. There's not much else that sounds like First of the Month and the Crossroads on this album. If you're not a stoner, then you have 4 records that, hey, you resonate with out of 17. Or if you are a stoner, I should say, you have 4 automatically out of 17. So even though it was such an acquired taste, it was also so palatable in so many other different ways, because you can't deny the just rapid fire flow that Crazy Bone has. You can't deny this uncanny star power that Lazy Bone has, and then you have just the simplicity and the hey, I'm doing me in this world that Wishbone provides. And then you have Busy Bone, who is just like this cyborg of just rap. Like,
Yeah.
he's got harmony, he's got style, he's performative, like he's also the problem child of the group. So it's like, wow, it's again, if it was New Edition, he's Bobby Brown.
I was just about to say that. Like, yo, he's actually the Bobby Brown of the group, but it's
Yeah,
all
you know what I'm saying? And Bobby Brown kill it. Hey, listen,
and he's
Bobby
needed.
Brown, yeah, man, Bobby Brown may never be regarded as one of the best actual vocal singers in the world, but damn it, Don't Be Cruel is easily a top 20 R&B album ever. And 20 is probably very low if you have it there. And just, that the stardom is unmatched, it's uncanny, but unfortunately people get in their own way. I kicked off this by saying that this is absolutely one of the top 100 rap albums ever. I think if you are calling yourself a rap fan, a hip hop lover, no matter what you're calling yourself, if you do not have Bone Thugs and Harmony East 1999 Eternal in your collection, your collection is invalid. It's just invalid. This is a time capsule. This is a moment in time. This is something that should be revered and respected. It still sounds great. Like the version that exists on this CD, you don't have to do anything to it. Saying that it should change anything outside of removing Mr. Ouija is hate. And you know what I'm saying? Man, just salute to DJ Unique, Tony C, rest in peace, Eazy-E. And man, thank you to Bone Thugs and Harmony for putting together this incredible album, this classic album, East 1999 Eternal. My personal life was changed after hearing this album. And I'm sure many others were changed as well.
I agree, man. Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony. I just love their creativeness. I love everything that they did with that album, the melodies. Like you said it best, man. It was like a doo-wop group, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They were very needed in hip hop, very much needed. Shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony, man, for
for
sure.
sure, man. So, man, hey, that's gonna do it for this segment. Oh, well, I'm sorry, this episode. You know what I'm saying? Man, it was great to relive this album and to kind of get a picture of where we both were at that time. I have a lot of fond memories to this album. Matter of fact, oh, dude, one more thing I gotta share. This is how I also know the album is just timeless in itself. I remember when I lived in Indianapolis, I was working in radio, and the Super Bowl was coming to the city. And I got a chance to work the NFL honors, which is the red carpet for the NFL honors.
Mhm.
And I got a chance to meet Steve Young, Jim Brown, rest in peace, Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders, Jerry Rice dubbed me. You a sucker for that.
Ta.
You know what I'm saying? And some other legends that are escaping me right now. But I'll never forget. I think it was my guy Gilbert. I think he was in the car with me as well. But I was playing East 1999 Eternal, Mr. Bill Collector, on the way down to downtown Indianapolis before NFL honors. I just remembered that. Yeah, hey, I was playing the hell out of this album and the 2010 Mitsubishi Outlander with the CD deck still in it. So I was playing the actual CD because
Wow.
it was going crazy in there. Yeah, don't think it don't work. Look, the No Scratch Gang, we
That
still
is
here. We
crazy,
still
yo.
doing it. You
That's
dig
gotta
what
be
I'm
worth
saying?
something.
Absolutely. And we never selling it because this is too important to the fabric of me as a rap fan, a hip hop lover and culture connoisseur, man. So, man, thank you, cuz, for hopping on here with me and talking about this album. Um, listen, y'all, I'm back tomorrow on July 25th because another album 10 years later would come out and would also impact my life in ways I never expected. So tomorrow, I'll be back, or should I say, we'll be back. I don't want to just
We'll
put it on
definitely
you.
be back. I'll be back to talk about this because you was down here when that came out, and we
Yes,
definitely talk about that.
yes. So tomorrow, the official drop, Thug Motivation 101, Young Jeezy. Yeah, it ain't just Jeezy then, it's Young Jeezy in 2005. And we are going to talk about being in Atlanta,
Woof.
summer of 2005, and what Young Jeezy did to the entire city, as well as the music scene of Atlanta through Trap or Die the mixtape and TM 101.
100%. Hey, can't forget the snowman too. Can't ban the snowman,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
About
Not
to.
now, not ever.
No, what about what he said? I know we gonna save it for the show, but I gotta get this off before we go out.
Yeah.
When he said, and they say I ain't lyrical. I wasn't trying to impress y'all niggas.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
definitely be back for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
So
Thanks
hey,
for having me on, cuz, for sure,
yeah,
man.
no, absolutely. Absolutely. This is always a pleasure. This is always great to do. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate you. Audio will drop here soon. A video live now because you're on the live with us. Hey, listen, it's Camp from the Porch show. It's made in the 1980s. And just know that always and consensually, it's love.
Man, look here, man. Holla at your boy.